I'm Vinnie Bones, Blitzer of the Withered Fist. This is Bones Breakdowns. Let's get cracking. You know this player. The snarling Blitzer, frothing at the mouth. He lives to remove players. You know he's going to shred you. For Def Squad he was called Gort Snaparm. Before that game against the champions of death, all the hype was how Gort was going to punch a hole through the champs and tear them apart. The champions of death stayed silent, then did something incredible. They showed him their delicate ghouls and lured him into a cold embrace. Let's go through how this plays out. You might learn something. Alright, let's slow this down and go back to the kickoff. This play did not work because orcs are reckless. It worked because Tom Landry understood how the Def Squad played, and he set a structure that gave the orcs what they wanted, then owned them. Look at the champion's shape. The center is open. No mummy wall. No obvious screen. Just space. The ghouls are half hidden, but visible. Half protected by a skinny skeleton. And that was enough to trigger the bloodlust in Gort and his teammate, Murat Blackfist. They just needed to hit. A lot of coaches watch this and see a mistake by the champions. An easy hit on Gilda Fleshbitter, the champ's star ghoul. But the champions of death weren't offering a target. They have offered a path. And once the Blitzers take that path, once they follow through into the arms of the champions of death, well, the cold embrace wraps around them. And it does not let them out. Now watch how it plays through. The big orcs had done their jobs. The line was cleared of zombies. Gort, assisted by Marat, smashed into Gilda Fleshbitter. She went down, and she took Gort with her. Wrestle. Grounded. At this moment, the Def Squad still thought nothing of it. Their thrower gathered the ball from deep in his half, and they prepared the cage. They had hit the ghoul. They had applied pressure. They expected the champions to focus on the cage, maybe a skeleton to mark the orc blitzers. But that's not how the champions of death think. Champions turn. And it's though the temperature dropped in the stadium. They didn't go after the ball. They built a screen. And this is important. It's not a screen to stop the cage. It's a screen to separate. They could see the two orcs, but they couldn't reach them. Once that screen went up, those Blitzers weren't threats anymore. They're on the champions of death time. The first wave hit. White Blitzer, Splinter, Bone Shard, shut off the flank and smashed into Murat Blackfist, putting him onto his back, prone. The dead gathered round. Georgy Romanov dropped a gang foul on the prone Gort, removing the psychotic orc to the injury table. The orcs could now see what was coming. They just couldn't stop it. They advanced their cage. It hit a bandaged wall. Ramjet III stood there holding the line. Nothing gets through that. Murat scrambled to his feet. He knew what was coming. He tried to dodge, but was brought down by Gilda. Prone and alone. It's the champion's turn now. Georgy Romanoff, zombie, dirty player stepped forward, raises his boot again, and wham. No drama, no speech. Morat Blackfist is no more. And just like that, the Death Squad lost 2 premium players. And from there, the game tipped. 2 Blitzers out. The threat removed. The champions of death won the game 1-0. And here's the real takeaway. If you're coaching the killer, then ask yourself this: are you choosing your moment? Or are you being invited somewhere? And if you're facing the killer, ask a different question. Where do you want him to be when the real turn starts? That's what the champions of death controlled here. Not the hit, not the fouls, the commitment. And that's the cold embrace. I'm Vinnie Bones, and that's the Bones Breakdown.